Hi, good night, and welcome to Bank Stall. My name is Jason Clark, and tonight I'm joined by my fellow co-hosts, Mr. Akim Nero, Mr. Damian Reed, Dane Collymore, Mr. Sunny Evelyn. And tonight we are joined by a special guest, someone who, once again, is no stranger to the show. Yeah, no stranger to the show. Sorry about that. It's AYANA Holder. Good night,
Good night.
AYANA.
Good night. Good night.
Thanks. Thank you
Yeah,
for
good night.
joining us. Thanks for joining us tonight. How are you doing?
I'm good. I just cheated a little bit here, but I decided to come on and have some fun with you guys.
Well, we appreciate that each and every time. We really appreciate you, and glad when you're able to join us. We definitely really enjoy having hearing your perspective on things. So I'm really looking forward to hearing what you have to say about the performance of the West Indies thus far in the World Cup. Really looking forward to that. I know Mr. Collymore is looking forward to that as well.
I don't feel looking forward to it, but
uh,
yeah, yeah.
yeah, we can get there. But before we get into the last game the West Indies would have played. Ayana, I want to start with you here tonight. I just want to get your thoughts on the first two games. Last week. Sorry, would have had Clint on, and we would have gone through the first couple of games that the West Indies would have played. I just want to get your thoughts on the first two games that the West Indies would have played before we get into the Bangladesh and looking forward.
To be honest, I didn't even know it's about 55 because that was just. I didn't know everything right against West Indies that they made. It was on point. Man, they're just picking fielders and like what could go wrong just went wrong. And then I mean, they really can't do a lot with 55, to be honest.
Mhm.
Somebody will gotta come and boil some like rocket spell and get free for 2 hours time to really take the opposition out. And England been on a roll in this World Cup so far. The second game, I think that although Lander had played a real dodgy hand, like he didn't get rid of the ball, I still thought that having not lost a lot of wickets at the top, the forward hitters in the bottom still had an opportunity to really get the team the chance to get to like 150, 160 or so, but it just crumbled it again. And it just, I don't know. It's like, it just ain't to be honest. It just seems like it just ain't to be the whole dream of winning this. For some guys in the team, is a dream to win a second World Cup, is a dream to win a third World Cup. It just, it's supposed to be this grand reunion, but I guess at the end, they might got a week or so, because at this point, it just seems like a day.
um, and this is because of you, in your opinion, this is probably the makeup of the team. The guys not you know trying to run the strike as they should. What do you think the reason is behind the relatively poor performance the West Indies have had
I
thus far?
I think that West Indies, they try to bully the cricket, to be honest, because the power game that we like ruled T20 cricket with 5 years ago, the game gone past that. Bowlers studying batsmen, bowlers bringing these new balls, men doing all sorts of fancy things now with these
Mm,
slower balls and thing. You've got bowlers coming, fast bowlers, and then they're doing things with ball. I think that the ball is spin and
mm,
for same batsmen. And I don't think that West Indies adapt to that change. They still think that they're going to come and blast bowlers out. I mean, at the end of the day, cricket is still cricket. You gotta respect the game. Um, Rotating the strike is a part of the game.
mm,
Knowing when to do certain things, respecting the matchups, knowing which bowlers to respect, that kind of stuff. I don't think that West Indies really like they needed to humble themselves a little bit, and I think that that probably over ambitious thing maybe put them in the position that they're in now.
Yeah, I mean, you definitely agree with what you would have just said there. As we would have said like the same thing last week. The game has basically gone past the West Indies. They're still playing the same brand of cricket that they were playing years ago. As you said, the game would have definitely moved on, move past that brand of cricket. Um, we went on and we played Bangladesh. We came out with a W there. Really again start off here with you tonight. Um, what you thought about the win against Bangladesh? What you thought about that performance?
You call it a WJS, boy. But to me, it should be an L. They're real. That's my honest opinion. They scraped home, but they didn't deserve to win. The cricket these men playing, I lost for words. I can't put a gun in my hand and tell me to explain what's going on. These men squeeze the trigger, brother. I can't get do. I can't get do. To put it in the words is realist. I don't know. I guess so. I don't know. And what we said last week, so I up a lot too. These guys came with this mentality, yeah, boy. Can't beat me. And that the way, and if you go in that mentality, you gotta go in the mentality that anything cricket's played on you there. Anything can happen. We got all of these quote unquote big names. But when these big names playing franchise cricket, these six hitters, as they would say, as they describe themselves, them has got natural proper batsmen around them. But when we got 5 or 6 hitters and no proper batsmen, we get in trouble. It can come off once or twice, but it's not going to come off consistently.
For sure, definitely. It can't come off every
Very, very steady. West Indies cricket. West Indies dominate Test cricket years ago. 50 over cricket come about West Indies first with 2 World Cups. They probably went in one other semi-final. There's been 2 World Cups here, so the semi-final to the train, basically. Because when last West Indies went on 50 over World Cup, so it can well be a train here. Their 2020 spell, in my opinion, basically done, unless they do a real serious revamp of their mentality and their style of cricket. They're real. I don't know how they managed to defend the runs, but somehow they did. And kudos to them, I guess I can say, but they didn't deserve to win, in my honest opinion.
Mr. Akim Nero.
Hey man. Just boy, sometimes right when you're at this stage of the tournament is like, I think for West Indies they didn't even care about performance. It was just about getting a W at that stage. Because like we had 2 horrible performances and obviously a loss both. So it's just at this stage, get a W. But with that being said, Jess, that was a 40 over game. And West Indies basically won that game with 2 overs. So Bangladesh led the game, was played the better cricket for 30 overs. Because even with Puran's great knock, that only got West Indies to 140 something.
Yeah.
You understand? Roston, he did what he was supposed to do. He was dropped twice, but he can't bat and field too. But he did what his initial role was. You understand? And then the last over with Jason hit about 2 sixes and a 4 or whatever that took West Indies. West Indies probably 120 something. And I actually got West Indies, which is basically the difference, to 140 something. So that is the 1 over. And well, we can get there. And then in the back end, the last 7, 8 balls when Jason took the catch, which only probably he or Carlos would have taken that catch.
It's true.
And then a man that ain't fit ever, that we got bank on to be bowling the last over. He bowled a big over. But as a team, you shouldn't want to put yourself in that position that Dre Russ is your man to go to at that particular time. The World Cup on the line, you understand? But it worked out, and honestly, people don't like accusations and stuff like that. I am not in Pollard's head, but as a fan looking on, as a man have watched Pollard forever, ever and ever, I've never seen that ever in no sort of cricket. I've seen Pollard cuss Carl off for trying to come off at Kensington Oval, and it made Pollard like he just
correct.
give up. I know that's a ball accusation, but for me, it's like just you know what time you watch, like when I watch LeBron James, I know what LeBron gonna do, he fade away. I know if Virat Kohli gonna do something just for tendencies, like Pollard just like he's struggling. I done with this year. That's how it looked to me. And then karma is something else. The next ball, the man hit back straight and Jerry Rush run out. You understand?
Boy.
So you ever get the boost that you were looking for. But performance wise, that was horrible. I think Bangladesh did Bangladesh stuff there. Different team that they may have walked out home easily. But at this point in the tournament, West Indies care about W's right now. So yeah, that's my piece for now.
Yeah. Mr. Collymore.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah. Your thoughts on the West Indies performance against Bangladesh?
Again, brainless cricket. It just shows you Quran in. Use the man that can get the ball over the boundary. Use the man that can find the boundary. Roston is the man rotate. Quran hit the ball straight to the man, just straight to the man. And then what's gonna make these men is look. So then you got hat, man. I
oh Lord.
Like,
he tell Roston hang tight.
Yeah, I really want to know like, what's going on between his ears. And then he might just do the same thing. Look at his back. Ain't the back?
Look at his back.
It's not the back. You understand? So in the positives of the game, against Roston, you can say play his role. You understand? He play his role. But again, no, as Nero mentioned, just no karma. Karma show up the selectors because we can't allow fit people to the World Cup, injured people, unknown to the public, obviously. So you carry the fellow over Belway, you know he got Shane Smith problems or whatever the case is. You got Dre Rasmussen fit. These are people you can't. Then you got Jason, no, you saying he can't make the team. But look who caused, to me, in that game, the player that decided that game for West Indies was Jason. He come in there and he hit the 2 seconds. Nobody else ain't catching that ball on the boundary but Jason or Carlos, as Nero said, or probably Pollard. Understand?
Yeah. Pollard, yeah. But he was hurting, so.
Yeah, he had. I personally thought he better get the contract COVID, Just say man going off. And I mean, as Nero said, it looked like he give up. That's the truth. It looked like he give up. You understand? But then again, Jason, we see around Paul that we see we picking to get wickets. He ain't doing it. He ain't doing it. And look who had to come and get wickets. Jason Holder. The same Jason that we say there's no room for him. He can't do this, he can't do that. And listen, it's so funny, right? That I see my man. I don't know. I like Marlon Samuels more out of cricket than in cricket. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I see my man post there, Jace. And there's no lies in that post, There is none in that post. Because, and they say, we say all the time, same thing we say, Hassani Pollard and these guys just dominate franchise cricket. You understand?
Exactly.
Cricket that ain't playing for the beans. You playing for your money. All you're doing is looking to get back in for your next paycheck next year. You understand? But when you see all these guys, like you see a Glenn Maxwell play for Australia, different mode. You understand? You see a David Warner play for a different mode. But you see West Indians now is like, oh, I'm going back here on vacation. I'm going to buy some coconut waters from the man down there. I'm going to ride this jet. Look at that mad Jets. Name another test playing nation that he can do this folly and still be in a team.
Yeah.
You understand? And this is why we cricket don't go far. But when you see him now with the Delhi Capitals, all of a sudden he's Mr. Maturity. He grew a brain. You understand? So again, it's not that we do not understand. We have the mental capacity to understand that. Listen, this is required of me for no, but is that we are so comfortable and not being punished, so we can
Like
continue to do the
servants.
same things and just act like, oh, all right, accept whatever happened. So that Bangladesh do good to lost that. To be honest, as you guys say, they did well, but Russell last over the top over. That was
Yeah.
it. I was surprised they went to Russell in the end. Was like Russell on board there to here. But he hit the lens, and then he fielding. We feeling just horrible. Fletcher Jordan in another world, big man. That drop catch at Fletcher. That's the game there, you know. That's the game. You got to take them star catches. Be some balls drop one before Fletcher too. I can't remember. God take these catches
He
before
had
they
it.
look at the
know.
major
He had it.
game. Huh?
Oh yeah, he had it.
He had
Yeah,
had a horrible game.
Yeah.
He had a horrible game, boy. Drop a lot of catches, but my man Marlon, man, I like Marlon just Marlon just tell us straight. They never win nothing for West Indies. They play about 4 or 5 World Cups. And he ain't like Pollard. I cannot recall 3 innings from, and I say this all the time. I cannot recall 3 match winning innings from Pollard. When I say something cricket in groups, man, tell me because like Sammy was Sammy do, but I could pull up Sammy winning innings. They even had one the other day at the World Cup against Australia. Magic moment, damn
Hit it
Sammy.
and run off. Hit it and run off.
I remember that morning, boy. I think at the catching bus to go into school sports, and I standed at the door, and I literally run through the gallery. The same time, Sammy hit the way it runs. The bus the candle, and I did this one.
That was a big game.
Yep.
That was a big
That's
game.
correct.
They had a big rivalry at that time.
Not only that,
Faulkner, they boys. Faulkner, they boys.
The system Foley. Correct. Correct.
in the
Correct.
2012 World Cup, you say?
All is answer Pollard. That's
Sammy got
all
them
it is
beat when it
answer
comes to winning
Pollard.
games. Sammy got them beat
You
for
understand?
sure.
But man is just telling oh Sammy and this. But just I listen I tell Sammy how hard. And then again, I ain't know boy. I don't know. I see the drop landing and put guilty talk. Which will strengthen the body hopefully the next Saints. But I ain't know
Colin Moore, like that even that in it that's pure stubbornness. You know do something for 8 months that we tell you ain't gonna work and you change it after 2 games.
Correct.
You know you gonna die by that. If you
arrogant.
die by that, it will feel better.
Yeah, you got that by that.
You got that by that. You don't do that for
Just
8 months.
arrogant.
Yeah.
Gail got the most runs ever as an opener. You move here to 3.
Correct.
I know you change it 2 games. That.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
And they just show you the arrogance. That's the same thing we say that these men don't respect the game. It's just simply arrogance by these men to say, you know what, this is what we're doing and this is what we're sticking. But we pay gear to back 3 from IPL cricket, Jace. Not international cricket. You ever see Maxwell go and do something from the IPL in Australia setup? No. It got fit Australia team plans. You understand? Adil Rashid no open the back bowling there against Australia for Finch. Why? Because man say, you know what? Finch score runs against all fees. So it makes sense start him more, Ali. These things don't happen in the IPL.
He ain't touch the ball.
Correct. These things don't happen in the IPL. So why is only West Indies they pick? And we pick and choose we saying for it. The same man no back down the IPL and score some runs in the same Dubai. But still we pushing the at 3 or 4. You understand? So unless we win this game, James, but let me tell you, I see some stats there for West Indies qualifying them. Then because run rate can come into play. It's as simple as that. Run rate can come in. You got hope this body beat that body and West Indies is gonna be on your next flight back to the Caribbean. Even if they win these 3, because they gotta win by substantial amounts. And if you don't beat Bangladesh by 3 runs, I see how you're gonna beat Sri Lanka. Cause yeah, we thought we beat Sri Lanka down here. Me tell you saying.
Yeah, different unit. There's a different unit here, but
these men got unit out there, just that these men, the men get beat, but these men kabak. You know,
there's a difference.
These in the same man we play down here.
Yeah.
You understand? So even Sri Lanka, I don't feel we can got a good, an easy time getting over, and then you got Australia last.
Yeah.
You know Australia coming with blood in the eyes, so
Yeah.
it hard for us to do, man. I don't see the qualifying. I enjoy. I just watching the cricket now for enjoyment.
Mm. Well, we can get to the predictions for tomorrow a little later. Just we want to hear Mr. Evelyn's take on the game.
Good night, blessings, peace, and love and salutations, man. Coming from a place of Zen, liberty. Um, Side note, before we start, Vaccine is just to announce this is for everybody. Vaccine is to announce the squad tomorrow for the two test series against Sri Lanka. All right, that's just a side note. But tonight I come in with numbers. They bringing some numbers tonight. Yeah, you know. All right. I know we're gonna talk about the World T20 2012 and 2016. On
I
average,
ain't
what
want
do you
to.
think what was the
I ain't want
average
to talk
amount
about
of
game. Every talk about
but
game, you
no,
might.
no, 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 no. What's the average amount of sixes y'all thought West Indies hit? What's the average? What's the average? How much sixes do you think West Indies average throughout the
There's
whole
one
tournament?
per game, or
No, the whole
for the whole
tournament,
tournament.
2012 and 2016.
That's a whole
Whole
tournament. About
tournament, they would have
six
went
games,
far.
7 games, finals.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
5 games,
Same
five
8 6s
sixes a game.
again. 5 8 5.
Just keep starting Sunday one.
No,
Yeah,
no, I want to hear him,
yeah.
man.
But
No,
the
man,
right
come
far,
on, man.
but the right. So how many play about?
60 60 65 60 65 6s.
Nah, not so much.
I was
About
between 30,
Mm.
between 35 to 40 would be my guess.
yeah, yes. Well, West Indies in 2012 hit
What?
49 sixes, and in 2016 hit 43, which is on par. Understandable, right?
Mm.
So far, we have amassed a whopping 15 sixes.
Mm.
15. 15. 1 5. And I made sure I researched that the fours, the
5
boundary
again, boy.
percentage, the fours in
Grounds bigger too.
2012 was 75, and 2016 was 73, and in 2021, uh, it's even worse, fellas. The averaging in the 20s and fours. That's to show the amount. That's to show the not only the size of the boundaries,
Mm.
the fact that the batsmen even struggling to find boundaries. So the boundaries ain't coming, the runs in between the wickets ain't coming.
Singles.
They sink.
Single, simple, Nero.
So
Single mass, boy.
the teams that, as we said, got batsmen, then continue to show fruit. Like, and I was gonna say, they're looking for. I don't really want Bangladesh to beat me today, Joe. Yeah, of course. But I on another high, just saving my energy for let me get a little further down, cause some fella here gonna be under a lot of pressure. So I just mellow here now. West Indies is what it is. The next flight back to the Caribbean. For some men, this is going to be their final World T20. I will be flabbergasted if Auntie May give you the freedom to watch cricket. Well, we can have the freedom to watch cricket over in 2022, and then decide to send this team here, bro. As much as it was glad for cricket, just I would gladly start home. Cause in no way they could produce this same squad to play England in New Year. I was down home, Jess. Oh, you was down home, boy. Oh, you was down home. Oh, you gonna go dig up your pitch? Don't play in the cricket, man. Makes sense. Don't do that to me. Be the crying for little cricket over, and you can produce that. You can't produce that squad. You go flush, retool, demolish everything, and rebuild fresh. Couple cornerstones can stay, but
For
you
example,
say then board the roof. We change the toilets,
for
the showers.
example,
No,
for
Roston
example,
gonna be in my cornerstone going forward.
right?
Puran, I will keep him. I will go forward his captain.
Wow. Wow.
Pollard,
W.
Pollard, I would get a little vacation to.
Whoa.
If his hamstrings hurt him, but you take the rest of the year and rest then they be taught you in
You know, gotta
2023.
work
You
out. You
just
know,
take
gotta work out next year, right?
again a year off. Russell again lay rest them knees
Well, they get shocked over the leg.
and definitely
If two men, most is two men from this squad here. Let's see a squad back again. Well,
nah,
most is two
can't do
men.
I
that.
talk to you.
And I
Just
left to tell,
just
Bravo and Gil Tanks. Other than that, he may run our back with the two
just
inclusions or so.
I will get a
You work on
tractor from
next
the
year, brother.
plantation at the road, be deploy a back, and I will dig a hole over wicket. No cricket we can't play. Oh, for
Work
same
in a
squad
year.
walk.
Work in a year here.
Yeah, yeah.
I feel the Ghana fans squad new.
Can't carry Fred, you can't carry it. Changes have to be made.
Get on,
Have
Bravo.
to be made.
Paula is only
Not
30
only
a little
he,
bit.
Russell
Well,
and then
Paula,
the two
they
knees.
can't come back. Ryan Paul can't come back.
Ron Paul,
Simmons.
Simmons,
Oh,
Fletcher. He could do a cooking
He
show.
borderline.
Grenada, and I love Grenada. But you need some fresh faces. I honestly,
DPL
I know,
can
man,
play.
this gonna be
But you
all
need some
popular.
fresh
This,
faces. I think everyone would agree that you definitely need some fresh faces. And no more would be a gay style about who we bringing in the air.
listen, CPL will be played a little earlier because I think the World Cup next year gonna be rolling same time again in Australia.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, man, the Roman, you're right, yeah. So,
You can't. You ought to admit the changes know. Pick Dominant and all these may know. Calmiers and all these may know. And start it from January and get it the rest of the year. But I know
He's supposed,
to who
he's
World Cup the
supposed to
minute
be
they
going
met all the changes.
Pakistan.
so
He's
you
supposed
want
to be
you
going
want
Pakistan in December, so that's when it should start.
After Sri Lanka.
Yeah, we
Well,
going
yeah.
Pakistan
Anything
for
before
white ball,
that.
so it should start from there.
yeah. Rutherford should get a little piece. I honestly believe that I would do with a young crop. Just I would flush everybody that over 30. Every single body that over 30. Everybody.
He's an age man.
Oh,
I'm not an age man. I'm recycling. I had the same formula for the last few years, Fed, and they're working. Let me try something new. If I need to add a little piece just to tinker with, let me use my youth, the young people, the youngsters that have been performing. So, like for me, she hope what kind of opening batting with Evan Lewis. She hope I don't watch now against she hope the white ball specialist.
Dapper got OP by it.
Fair.
whoa.
Then I will got my man since his girlfriend is pregnant, and congratulations. You can need some time off to deal with that, so I can give paternity leave early. Just that your first year.
You need a year off.
He need a year off. He had space space wasn't there as is, and to the fathers that know if it can be worse, no. So you know what? Like get himself right. You give him a year off, and I would bring you got Dapper. I would bring Rutherford, Jason, Carlos gonna come back in. He had a Walsh. Changing
We
on the
ain't
spinners.
wholesale, boy.
With a new captain and a new direction. Whereas now you can mix batsmen. This is see, mama. Oh, sorry, wives. Sorry. You mix the power with the batsman and let the man play a better brand of cricket, a proper brand of cricket. Wait, who Rodman Powell? The best Powell was Ricardo Powell, buddy. And furthermore, the best Powell was Colin Powell, the farmer. And God rest his soul. That's the best one. And another one. And a Asafa, and a Darren, and nothing.
We're at Australia here. Right.
Huh? So what I mean?
Here.
Pierce bounce.
Pierce, buddy.
Big
So
boundaries.
I can't order Smith. Smith gonna be on our board. And they need for round ball to do a bring the man water. Nah, fair, you understand like flashing.
Soldier man down there?
Yeah.
Nah, don't salute him.
He is, yeah.
Soldier's a reserve.
And he's worked security at venue.
Soldier man again, boy.
Yeah, boy. We regress though. We regress, Scott. You can't go cultural and then man play APL, bet for big money, and then you come out, you're going for round Paul. Seriously?
I Paul should have used just for
Pollard.
man. I
Pollard
take out the grace.
Pollard is usually power boy.
That was one thing I can say he does. He
What?
does.
Man, okay,
Yes.
They made friends. They made Pollard friend for life, boy.
let me ask one of man a question. Let me see if you know, in every, I think that what they're gonna have to do is have men that's playing all three formats. You gotta find players to play like some sort of continuity gotta be on all three sides. Like couple players gotta be the Test, the ODI, the T20. You know, to keep that continuity. I was thinking about it and I was watching the game, but honestly, I think I don't want to burn you out too early. But I will got seals in that side.
He
In
would
this
get
T20 side?
more. I got
Come on, man. That's all, man. That's how you
I
Yeah.
got the,
I know, but
That's
we got Australia here.
yeah,
We got
but
Australia.
he gonna go fast, you know.
But he ain't gonna go fast.
Seen the cricket, the red ball.
Oh, is it what is
The
6'5"
red
or
ball's a
6'6"?
different sort of ball, you know, brother.
But Fed, I ain't saying to play. I said to carry for exposure.
Nah, let's
Exposure.
be here.
So you playing him Nick off too? In a
To
few
be
years,
honest,
not
it's
yet.
not. It's
Yeah.
not to me.
In a
to
few
me-
years, yes. Think
to
about
me-
it now. In a few years, as a strike bowler, in a couple years.
To me, it's not a bad
No,
idea.
no.
To me, you know, I like his I like
His
how
action.
he thinks. You understand?
Not
he
yet,
seems
though.
to be a thinking bowler, and he's not about the pace and all that. To me, he loves to hit areas. You understand? And to me, that no matter what brand of cricket you playing, I think that that will always be a plus for any bowler. But from right
I
now,
ain't saying I ain't saying playing. You could bring
Yeah.
along to the exposure. Let you get accustomed with the white ball, bowling with it, and you playing enough T20s now that you could risk a one game, you know, because as you said, what you get accustomed to bowling with white ball, especially if you're looking as for a strike bowler for the future, you don't got burn you out,
Mhm.
but your forward, you got forward thing, James, man.
So
Yeah,
who's
yeah,
You
yeah.
got
gonna be?
It's not a bad idea to me. It's not bad. It's not a bad
So you
idea.
feel that this
Okay.
next, so you feel for next World Cup, we should just take a trip, but really be planning for
All right, then.
the World Cup after that.
Yeah,
Okay.
you got.
Sure.
We should have
But
done
what
Your
is
that.
captain said,
the
son,
Huh?
This is
I
World
know.
Cup is not
This
a
honestly, right?
developmental
This
tour.
was supposed to
So
be
your
the
captain said,
experimental workout to really push me for the next one. But
But if you look
somewhere
at
along the line,
look at
the
look at
but your
selectors get
captain said,
confused.
a
not
lot
only
of
the
teams
select your
filtering
captain,
and
Belmont,
youngsters.
You can't
Your
say
captain
no.
said
You
it's not
win a World Cup,
developmental
brother.
tour.
You feel actually want to get a World Cup
Let
6 or
me
7?
let me hear Reedy. We were saying Reedy.
No, I was telling Sunny that his captain said it's not a developmental tour.
But he won't be
This
my
World
captain
Cup.
going forward. He won't be my captain going forward. So he could say whatever. He could carry that hammy and him to the bank. He won't be my
But
captain going
I'm
forward.
glad you call he called cause
Furthermore, I make a call to
the
the owner of Mumbai Indians and said put him in the pool next year because I need every tool in my side, my Mumbai Indian side too.
right?
Hmm?
But Pollard only win. Well, he win two series there against one Australia and Sri Lanka. Before that, Pollard win in the T20 series, you know,
Fed, all
brother.
right. Let me ask you heart of hearts.
He didn't want to get
You're
Australia the cup.
Fed, let me
captain
ask
last
you. FF tomorrow, West Indies was playing Sri Lanka with the side they got now,
Mm-hmm.
and Australia with the side they got now. What you feel the results would have been?
Sri Lanka will beat me.
Oh, let's just checking. I just want to say people on the same page.
Make a chance out there.
Hasaranga got more wickets.
I know that they got Mr. Spinners, you know.
Made that tomorrow better.
Yes.
Hasaranga got 14
Them
wickets.
need
As
them need
is.
to get
Oh,
Hassan
yeah,
for
Fabian
20
Allen.
runs and then beat the rest of the bowling.
If it ain't my OP bowling, they got my OP bowling.
Correct. The man OP boys got both bare knuckle balls,
All right,
brother.
then. You
You
talking
can't
about
get man beat.
Reed,
We're in
you
trouble,
got
we're in
say
trouble.
the man got to survive the first 5 overs without losing 3 wickets.
Let me go
They
play
got
Kumar
good
tomorrow.
play
Boy,
5
90, boy.
play the next 5 to 10. But remember the fellas don't plan. They ain't got nothing between the left and right ear. So we could talk all how air we want. We done on them man can go there and swing for the hills. So
I don't know,
tomorrow's the start. Well, tomorrow's the coronation of the farewell tour. It's quite a sad way to go. It's quite a sad way to go, Jess boy. But
how you see tomorrow panning out, really?
Boy. I don't see them really.
Mm-hmm.
Or if they're doing, they give me one. They hold the script home against Bangladesh. They give me that convincing.
Yeah, convincing.
yeah,
And I ain't gonna do good if you run red. Cause we run red struggling.
Exactly.
Struggling.
So,
13.
Everybody's coming on home, fellas.
Ayana, how you see the guys shaping up tomorrow against Sri Lanka?
Boy, to be honest, I honestly don't know because just like the Bangladesh game, I feel like Sri Lanka unpredictable. They got some nice exciting youngsters there. I realized they got Nisanka opening. They got a fella
Sri
named
Lanka.
Arda. They
Sri
got a
Lanka.
fella named Arda there.
Fatty man flick so sweet.
They got a boy down there named Rajapakse or saying so that I find he a bit exciting too. And they fellas play fearless cricket. I mean, probably just young and free. And I don't know if West Indies can really handle the spin, so I really don't know. When West Indies play that Bangladesh game, right? You know, I guess you will hear your parents and other cricket fans and things talk about the decline in the 90s. And I feel like we witnessing it here now, though. I feel like I don't want to cry. That we say, well, we gotta be ancient people. We see these things coming and we just continue to go down the lane and just like crash. We don't decide to put things in place like to sustain and things. So tomorrow I don't know. I honestly don't know. Like my heart wants to say West Indies gonna win, but then like
You got common
logically
sense. You got common sense. You done.
Hey, Sri Lanka ever in the
I know,
toss.
boy.
It may be.
Trouble.
That was
But
better
Mark
to see.
done there, right?
But
Mark
wait,
done there for the
fellas,
ball being born.
Fellas and lady, let me play Sri Lanka. That was in March, right? We played Sri Lanka in March.
Yeah, Mark.
So Sri Lanka kind of basically stripped down that side and bring a
Yep.
new side in a few months.
Yeah.
And we can't do the same.
Cause the
No,
fella that
no,
hit,
no.
the fella that Pollard hit, he sits offer.
He ain't playing.
Nope.
Well, man, that tour because
Messi.
the contract until
Look, Shandamal ain't playing. The man in row with
He
Angela
get dropped.
Matthews.
he get
The man just man build a house in record time just. Jeez, oh brother.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Nero, how you see
Uh,
tomorrow going, Nero?
tomorrow. Everything predicated on the toss. If Sri Lanka win the toss, you reckon they'll win? Because West Indies gonna be under pressure. And the man gonna start with the spin and everything gonna be rain heavy on Evan. West Indies will go as Evan goes tomorrow. I reckon probably won't change if so much. But yeah, if West Indies win the toss,
We changing the
Sri
ball.
Lanka-
bro.
Sri Lanka-
You reckon one change for the West Indies for tomorrow's game?
yeah,
Who's the change?
Will it change?
I just feel Pollard itching to draw at man. Man, just Pollard. He already know he might. Like the man know Pollard don't fancy, and he might do say like something to like. They're gonna change it tomorrow. You can't. Something.
You drop it, man. You bring it in.
Pollard might not play tomorrow though.
Was he hammy or he had that hurt? Or he had
That's a possibility.
I thought.
He see how me he had, he feelings, everything. Right? He won't sit probably.
So Nero, you drop it. You not drop it, but yeah, you think.
That poor one can't have the more manga man.
We miss his name tomorrow, but who will be his
somehow. They're going to go back to Lando. Lando will come back in.
Jesus,
will come back in.
bell boy, I ain't spent. But he knock a ball.
I just feel Pollard be itching to Gotti to drop it, and he ain't got the score. So and then he drop your ball too. So, but tomorrow just in there, I don't know, man. Or bet is a big miss in this bowling attack as well. I had a big workout for Betty. But tomorrow 10:00 I'll be up. I ain't really looking for name pretty at all, just but a lot. It can be a high pressure game. And he know, and Pasaranga, we know what coming from him tomorrow. It just wants to see how the boys gonna go about it. Well, with the exception of Roston. Roston gonna do Roston stuff, but it's the men around here want to see how they're gonna go about playing Hasaranga. If they can just block you out, because you can't block you out, and the other fella that's open the ball in. That eight
Call that
overs.
8 overs.
Yeah. And it's sure they're gonna play some other spinner tomorrow instead of Kumara. So that's 12.
Yeah, cause he ball funny.
Yeah, so they're gonna bring in somebody that we ain't see ball left hand anymore or something. But tomorrow, boy, ain't looking good tomorrow. And they know by 9:45 when they see the toss, if they see Sri Lanka with the toss, that's all sure.
We lost already.
Yeah.
We lost already.
That's all sure.
Yeah, because apparently batting second on this wicket tomorrow. The Abu Dhabi, the boundary is longer, so they're already saying the 6 hitters. So and whoever being tossed tomorrow is normally field first. So because the heavy dew and the ball easier to bat. I mean, we ain't really got the mystery, nothing. So we could have bat first, ball first.
Yeah, Colin Moore there.
Rasaman, see right?
Yeah, so my drop sleep. So when you talk about everything, my drop sleep.
Yeah, boy.
There it is, Colin Moore.
Yeah, boy.
Moore, you could have played that way, wait for it.
I thought it was the way.
It's
I should be hit with my stick. I told you what
Nah, boy.
So I mean, some of you guys would have touched on it a little earlier, but you saw Roston feature for the first time in that same game against Bangladesh, and we also saw Jason coming back in and showing what
Class.
some people think that he should have been in the, even if not in the 15, what he should have been in the initial squad. I just want to get the guys' thoughts on the performances from those two.
Should have been in from the beginning. The 11 too, not even the 15, the 11.
Mm-hmm.
Should have been in the 11 from the beginning.
You
And it was playing. It was playing.
You are a pimp. You are a pimp. You are a pimp. You are a
Thanks, man.
pimp.
You beat me to it.
You are a pimp, Hassani.
How is that, sir?
You get and say that Jason ain't needed.
What? I never said it. What?
So you said that?
You want to feel that
You
Jason
said
ain't miss?
That I would never say such.
Jason ain't had the scores and
No, sir. Don't make such heinous accusations.
So you said that defend yourself, brother?
In the squad, yes, should have been in, but then he bowled good in the IPL. He was a batting well, but he was bowling well.
You are a hypocrite. You want to put in your house.
Roston should have been in there. Let me just say, Roston should have been in for his start.
Roston short him up.
Easy so.
Roston short him up. Because you can't tell me, Jess, another thing, you can't tell me you got ball over 55, right? And you come again, these men just arrogant. You come back the second game.
I drop a ball up.
Jess, and then the man dropping a body?
Yes.
The man
They
dropping a body?
dropped. They what? No, Betty
Yes,
to hurt.
they
Betty to
Oh,
hurt.
yeah,
Betty to hurt.
Betty
to hurt.
No,
Betty to hurt.
not the second game.
Yeah, well, Ben was hurt.
Yeah.
So they're bringing here then.
Yeah.
They're bringing here then.
So then now you come the third game and make a change. You understand? After 2 losses. India lost 1 game. Not the touch on your team, Leroy. And make a change.
Excuse me.
Make 2 changes.
Oh, yeah.
You understand? Make
I
2
lost
changes.
the second game.
But you got ball
I
for
lost the
55.
second game.
No, we didn't get there yet. You got ball for 55. And you don't want to make a change. You arrogant. You understand? You just people heads got to roll. You heads got to roll at 55 there. So Roston short him out because Roston short. There's no way a man, the only body in your warm-up games that score runs. The only body from your local tournament that had the most runs. And you telling me he can't get in the team. Just he gotta be captain and you
But
already say you carry the man for the Marlon Samuels role. I mean, man, look at Samuel's scores, right? Yeah, he doesn't stand out in the game, but Samuels is a man just that did his part in terms of
Exceptionally well.
rotating the street. Yeah, he's Barcelona thing, but he's rotate. You understand? You then tell Roston that he roll. Carry him out to the World Cup and he played for 2 games.
After
The third game, now you played him, it made a difference. It made a difference.
But you know, right? Them,
Yo, buddy.
them. As you said, the brain last because you only playing 5 games, so you know you can't lose. You can't lose one, and third, you can't lose the first game and lose your second game because you're behind the gun already. You either gotta win one or lose one, or win all 2.
Depending on the team you got and group you in.
True, yes. But especially if other teams have results already by the time you play. England had one, so you would have won start. But no, who would have been? Australia had been already. So you wanted to start to come out the blocks with a statement. You lost all 2 you warm-up games. So by the time the third game come, which was the first tournament game, and you lost there, either changing people for the next game. Why no loss? No.
Yeah.
But insanity is doing the same thing over.
That's true.
What I said, the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and expect different results.
Different results. Yeah. It's true.
Yeah.
But in warm-up, again, it shows we too because we warm-up games, we moving like we have vacation in Dubai. So it's Yorkshire and the rug and we can sit on the tree and we can put some balls to play and we can just talk and we talking about cricket. But you cannot tell me, JS, you're going into a tournament. Pollard on the sideline saying, no, you handing over captaincy. What's how funny this is?
Another man eating crackers and talking with coach.
Babo eating fruits in a bowl and drinking power A's walk around boundary in a bed. But then he can come and bowling. You don't see man there kill you bowling out there for just now. It don't just turn up just and things happen so.
Yeah,
you understand? So these things and it just show you to the side discipline because you as you ain't large. You might not be outstanding cricket JS, but you know the standards across the board is the same for Brooks as it is for Jason Clark.
Correct.
Yes, true.
You understand?
Correct.
So you know that whatever standard that Shamar Brooks is being held to, Jason Clark is being held to. Whatever standard Jason Clark being held to, Shamar Brooks being held to. You can't tell me you got man. What signal you sending to the world? Like, all right, yeah, we here, we can. And then you show more interest in producing a foolish song than playing practice matches that can get you warm up. Yeah. You understand? And that's the insult the game. And look at it now. We get hammer. Yeah. We get hammer. I just we OE tournament I cannot see West Indies getting through. I could understand India.
You ready for it? You ready for it? You ready for it? Yeah.
I don't understand. Look at what India don't do. Yeah, India lost in 2 games. But he may score 200 against Bangladesh. Yeah. Against Afghanistan. Yeah. You understand? Who West Indies can score 200 against? Show me a team that West Indies scored 200 against in these last 2 games.
West Indies B.
Yeah.
You can't do it. So you leaving it in the hands of another team. You know what I'm saying?
I got a quick story, a side story for when we're talking about intensity and large and standard on the 13. Fellas was playing lots playing CP. The man full round with CP, dropped 7 catches here. Links dropped 3 or 4. Man, other man dropped. And Phillips had missed a finger all day just sitting down here. Man playing full. We play full in this game. Game done here. Just here, court finger. I said, fellas, all right, point pauses, man. I want to pause, man. And come. Man, thinking we game for not here, no. Man, get everybody gets to start running. Here. Man, run the district C and back with pads on. The man never dropped another one. Right? That he carrying it. Man driving solo and hurry up, come on. And the man all he said, right? He said, don't get back the first man, don't get back and left the last man. So you got the slowest man, you gotta run the pace. And pads be heavy as is, fellas. So do jump and gotta run in pads. I feel that was child abuse though. Look at how that was child abuse though. That's cruelty. That's cruelty to human. That's cruelty to human.
I remember that there was a standard laws when you play a Torrentine. Torrentines can't beat you. And I had a Torrentine that come out there beat the second team on the small pasta. He made skinning their tea and talking about who grandmother cooks soup. Just let's come in a cheer, brother. That thing the kids was cut, so you can see, how it is. You see all the back, man sitting on there. Man tell the all right, you grandmother cook soup. Man said we go the lost by 7 runs. Jesse may run 7 cross countries that evening. I'm the village just this and don't camp. So it's like, if you got these star standards, with West Indies, they got these star standards. You are being paid. You're representing your region. You're representing your people. But say you come and acting like the games is full games. We here in the row, when we got to practice games, just against isolation, against any, you just play hard because you already telling yourself, what? If I start with this here, going forward, it can become easier. It can become natural. You can know the plans you want to do, what plans this boy is, how ready this person is. Because you might say,
coming at me. He may looking at this as a big youngster.
Correct. We might say, Bravo's a big death bowler. But how ready is Bravo? You understand? How much ready is Bravo? You know? How you tell he sit down and drink Gatorade and eat bananas. I know he come there, man, they're killing you. Then death overs the other day. You understand? So the person is we got backwards, man.
Yeah, we far behind there. I see Stephen Leslie saying that he fancies our chances against Australia. Quickly, what the guys think about that there?
Which one? Me, the Australia played down here.
That's a perfect matchup. That's a good matchup for West Indies. Normal. Let me tell you
one at a time. Let me start with you. Let me get the ready. And get the ready after you.
Let me tell you about. All the teams West Indies played so far. That is a better matchup. As in normal fast bowling. Quality, but normal fast bowling.
Yeah.
And Maxwell and Tampa. And Stone this media pair. So that is right up West Indies' alley.
Yeah, but these men discipline, Nero. These men
understand
stick to the plans, Nero.
But no.
The man look at clips and say, what? Evans get his stumps let down from ball run wicket. First thing man do is ball run wicket and boom. Evans stumps let down. And then we get
I said all the teams so far. This team suit West Indies.
I can understand your point.
The rest got them messed to respect.
I can understand his
different level of Shamsi.
Who South Africa had?
No, Shamsi.
Yeah, baby.
But just we talking about fancy chances against Australia. Let Sri Lanka beat tomorrow. That's it. Pop.
You just playing to finish off the tournament.
Pop burn out. Everybody.
I'll let West Indies win because let us see that game. That's the only reason. I'll let West Indies win tomorrow so I can see that game against Australia.
So Nero, you feel West Indies really thought tomorrow was doing?
I get to read it.
Sorry.
I want to get to what really thinks about the Australian matchup.
This is bowling.
Australian matchup. We get lost. Start your burst up by big toe early out. or late down. Or late down when you come back like that and you just hit the Yorkers like breathing. Here's the can come and hit that life. Pat Cummins and do Pat Cummins things. Example, my horse on this. I don't read example.
But who can hit the six? Who can hit six off ring? Daddy heck no. But they hitting the sixes.
Don't try to wait till he come on. We can be 40
7 or 8 down.
We might look good. Because we can be 40 after 6 overs. So, they don't up there. In my opinion, they don't up there. My question I would love somebody to answer for me is how Jason Hodder get played. How Jason Hodder that was not a member of the original squad walk past me, like Washington Thomas that was the original squad, I get to play the starting 11.
Hello, good night, Mr. Harper. One of the Mary has a question. He would like to know How in the blue hell Jason Holder could get playing the 11, but he wasn't in the 15? Hello? You haven't Barry?
Man
Hello?
walked past Shane Thomas and he wasn't there.
That's true,
Start.
Yuri.
He
That
put
is
like
true,
phone.
bro.
He put like
That's why we are.
You know,
in
I
this
forget
position
about
that we
O'Shea
in.
particularly.
That's,
That is
that's a
true,
good
though.
point, Reed. I ain't even
That
studied
is so
that,
true.
Reed, to be honest. I ain't even
That is
studied
so true, boy. O'Shea
It's
Thomas
really
here.
Ocean though. It's Ocean.
Yeah.
Ocean coming off an injury, and I mean he ain't play a full Super 50. He ain't
O'Shea
even
should be here.
play. He
He
played
looked
what,
like a
3
he looked like a
games.
full Super 50.
I see a man taking a lot of videos of him there. Now, we ain't mentioning for 2 weeks. Young
Who's that?
Bravo.
Mhm.
Young Bravo.
Who Lil B?
Yeah.
My guy for treatment the boy.
That's
I
how
mean
it is.
personally,
You believe he
again,
out there, though?
again,
Dr.
I feel
Christian.
West Indies to do things backward. When they man the scoring runs in CPL, we did not select him in the T20 team. We wait till the man out of form to say he was the
I said,
best option.
He
So
give a free
that mean
tour.
he ain't in the form.
Man,
Man,
That
just
Yeah,
don't
snap
free
it,
make
do
tour.
sense.
boy. But man, snap it, do boy.
Upon our friend, sorry.
That was a free
Ayana,
tour.
wait,
That was
Ayana, wait. As a, you connected her here. How is getting free tour reversing correct thing? Yeah.
My
You
is
gotta
gonna
be a
hurt
friend.
people.
Dr. Christian playing turn in, man. But I see this team
You know, it's a friend. You
sensitive
got to
in the turn
Hmm?
shit.
You gonna hurt people, man.
It's
I
But
just
you know
mean,
the
shit,
right
man.
people,
enough.
so if you
We're
feel
talking.
you could get something organized for you in that trip, boy, I
That is a
won't mind going to
brotherhood
Pakistan.
forever. Oh, what a thought? Oh,
Yeah,
that's a brotherhood. Pollard,
it's true.
Effie,
I mean, I
Wow,
tell one
Paul,
another, right?
the brotherhood.
Honest,
Yeah, I love it.
honestly, right?
You
I hear
forget
it, but I
Phil,
love
you
it.
know?
Talk
Phil,
about
Huh?
Pollard and thing, right? But them men believe that Trinidad's gonna live. I find
yes,
that in
yes.
Barbados
Exactly.
they don't see
We
that
don't
same
live.
thing.
Exactly.
They don't
Correct.
see
I
that
do. I
same
love
thing in
it. I
Barbados.
love it, but I hate it. I say thing
Yeah, it's gonna
because
fight real hard, but
yeah,
yeah.
correct. But I bring them. Come, Hussein, come,
Not only
come,
Pollard, Phil.
come. I
Listen,
wanna come.
Imagine,
everybody
the man Phil,
could have come
Jay.
out the commentary box tomorrow and play.
Imagine me
God, you
running
would play
and
tomorrow.
imagine we doing big test with the guys and
The man,
In Antigua.
My head.
they show how much
Barbie
power that
water for
man
head.
got, Jay. The man get rid of Phil Simmons. The man said, nah, we can't fire me. He's my lawyer. The man went for his lawyer, just I was rehired to continue to do the same job. That madness, just madness. I fire you.
Insanity.
I fire you.
But Fed, there's a right and a wrong way to fire man here.
Right, that wipe with that money.
You go
Contractual
up back and your money will pay the
legislation.
man. You sack the man. We ain't got no results. I know,
You see that?
I
You
look
see
at
that way
Pakistan
can't work for you
team,
because
yes.
you want fair man, and you ain't got the right legal grounds, and they can turn on sue you
I
and
got
own
right
the
legal
company.
grounds. The performances are not up to par. Kick rocks. Ain't hard.
Simple.
I look at our Pakistan team though, Jess. I ask myself, how Pakistan getting the players that's consistent? Jesse, man got a backroom staff there that's so top here. The man got Philander.
Hayden.
You man got Matthew here. Jess, I tell myself, what? And I mean, I
I
tell
see
myself,
somebody
man,
mentioned
no, man.
Afghanistan got a good back staff there.
Afghanistan got quality man too.
But they meant change that.
Yeah.
Them. But
They
remember,
got some-
Misbah and them set out just before you work, just like before you work, and them
Yes,
every
I
too
said so
quick.
before.
Listen, my
understand
look
too,
this.
right?
My look like a beach ball. Just you'll never
So
put this
y'all-
man.
It's like a
Huh?
question though. Will y'all welcome a Ricky
Yeah.
Whitehead being a head coach of West Indies or a player
God,
like that?
tomorrow,
Nero,
you could come tomorrow.
You need someone like that,
Oh, like
Nero.
Rick.
That ain't
But Nero, you know
no
what happened,
nonsense,
though?
Nero. That
But
ain't
you know we
what
got
happened?
that
He
ain't
can get
tight enough.
backlash. So when he bring his standards,
Yeah,
you
you
hear
know,
him, he's not,
That's okay.
Trinidad or
not
not Barbados.
real.
Nero, of course,
But
Nero,
yeah,
for sure.
It just triggered my mind. Like
But-
when
but-
we look at Pakistan, all these men outsourcing to the highest levels. Even Rahul Dravid now get appointed as a coach for India going forward. So it's like,
correct.
why not West Indies cancer? All right, Ricky Ponting, they been ready for you yet? We tell you before you go to Australia. Because Ricky Ponting will probably be the next Australian coach when they
And
get
it
rid of
just
like
shows
here.
too, Nero,
So it's like, why we just can't go and grab a?
players.
You know what I'm saying?
It's short and we pass players because some of them do not come back and and be around the cricket. When you look around all these other teams, Nero, I see
It's
Harbhajan
level
in
of player.
more. I see Harbhajan more than I see anything in IPL. And all the man doing is just there to assist the spinners, tell the man true scenario. And like we can't don't you know then and don't you out there saying no as a mentor. You understand?
I
So
see
where
how
we
Raf. I see how Raf and somebody stuff. Probably Sri Lanka
But
though.
he can't.
How
But
Raf,
Fred,
I see.
you really think that man wants Sammy? Sammy should have been last as a mentor. But you think that
I
man
agree.
Pollard, that man didn't
but
want
you hear
Sammy,
what
man.
I
Samuel
mean, you
said.
make, but to be honest, like as Sandy once again, I just say, you really feel that Pollard, Bravo, like
I
them
give.
Russell, Gale, I ain't even walk on Gale, but them three day first should I call it, like I can't see them man really respecting or even listening or taking on a honest. I mean, and that's just me personally. I just don't see it. Like I don't our guys, to be honest, I most of our guys, I don't think they have the I don't want to say the mental capacity, but I don't think
The
they
mental capacity. They don't have the mental capacity. I can say. Continue now.
no,
Yeah.
but like they just don't. I just don't think that they will respect someone in that position. That's the truth. I
They
Man,
honestly
doesn't
don't.
just
respect
beg to
anyone.
differ. Cause
I
they just
don't
do it
think
in
so.
franchises.
Yeah,
They
but
just do it in franchises,
a
Jay.
different setup. A different
You go
setup.
shape up. You go shape up. Pay or the money cut.
That's
It's
true.
a different setup.
But
It's a
yeah,
different
we'll make
setup
that
altogether.
shape up or we find somebody else.
Yes,
And I
you got
don't
you
feel the
got.
gods and youngsters, Jay, I feel honestly feel they will follow a disciplined regime. You understand? You might got saying it or Hezier, Pollard, and Gale, and man might say, "Oh, this can't work," but you got people there that know realizing cricket. Who this is money in cricket, boy. You
Yeah.
understand? This is what you gotta do. So they will follow suit. But we can't keep recycling. We coaches is always be. I don't know, man. That wasn't outstanding in the game.
That
You
wasn't look
understand?
good. That wasn't look good.
Tell me
Not
what
saying
Phil
you have
Simmons.
to be outstanding in the game
They
to be a
don't
good
have to be,
coach.
but you got to be
But
a great
still, yeah, I
understander of the
understand.
game. They
Yeah,
roll.
I understand. I just say I was just putting that out there for the guys that gonna say you
That's a
don't have to
disclaimer.
be.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah,
But
I,
what
I, I
really and
agree with
truly,
you, Nero.
what is Phil Simmons' accolades? Like, was he a great thinker of the game? Like, is he a Clive Lloyd, for example? Who is man said Clive Lloyd was a great leader? You understand? But these still yet these men don't come back into the game and get because you could just get input, but we can
Alright,
get
but
Phil
I won't
Simmons.
understand. You see, like I won't bring a coach like Clive Lloyd to coach the side
I'm just
because
saying, I ain't saying like
hit
Clive
right,
Lloyd, I'm just saying got
you gotta
people.
find somebody that could still that kind of transition the eras. So like Ricky Ponting
Man, we got
was
outsource we coaches. Simple as that.
right.
But you know we can't do that because then the board can get involved and the board don't want to do this and the board don't want to do that. And it can boil out the court.
It depends on what you want to be, baby man. If you want to be the best, get the best. The best of everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That if that's your
Mike
goals.
Mike Michael Vaughn has been down here almost every year. Can't Michael Vaughn?
You don't want Michael Vaughn. He's a pundit. Let him tell me he is, man.
But
Wow.
you see, what I find happens in the West Indies in particular is that a lot of the legends would try to ride the hype of what they have done in cricket,
Thank
and
you.
they don't bring that. They need to bring a culture. They need to bring a professional standard. You can't just say that. Yeah, it's Andy Roberts. I
Correct.
been games to West Indies,
I
so
used to
nobody
run
listen to me.
800 miles when I was playing
No.
and that's what keep me fit. I agree with
But
you. I
but you
agree with
Exactly.
you.
So,
but you know
so
what
you
that
got to
stands
equip
for?
yourself. You got to equip
Arrogance.
yourself.
That man
Correct.
just as arrogant too.
Arrogant
So
as a player. So like all the
so
two of them
you
will just clash.
Yeah. Yeah.
They
Egos,
just end up
correct.
clashing.
Correct. That's why I think we got
I feel I,
outsourced.
I feel
Right down to we selection panel.
Pribus
I would
wasn't a
love you to
bad pick though.
outsource.
Pribus wasn't a bad pick.
Oh, I know.
When he was a bad head coach.
When you see an England coach and staff there, and then a West Indies coach and staff there, is like, shh. You defeated there.
Herman Griffith.
You defeated there already, brother.
Yeah.
You
When you
know,
see the
Start
I
to
see
say.
staffs,
I
you
see
defeated
England
there
coaching
already.
staff saying, no, the man's got to do a part. The man's be corresponding with one another. The man be saying, yeah, when the man plan card to get the men get high fight. I look around West Indies coaching staff. I see Phil saying, no, he might push up. I see Roddy O'Yona saying, no, he had on his head telling himself, I don't know what his bowler's doing. And it's just like everybody just hoping for America, brother. I agree.
Yeah.
I totally
That's how
agree
it's
with you,
look.
Nero.
That's the optics as well. Like
I
it's just
feel Roddy
all
be
the
saying
English.
that
Man's got formation just
Roddy be
there.
scouting. I
What
want
we're
Correct,
gonna
that
do?
that that young
correct,
fella.
Nero. But
Listen, Roddy be
and
saying I
you
want
see
that
all the
young
men
fella
sit
that
down together.
It just I don't know, boy.
All
Yeah.
the men sit down together. You see all three of the men sit. The whole coaching staff sit in one area. Now, listen this. You see Phil talking with Pollard. Can you ask Pollard? What take the talk? You gone? I want to talk. You execute the plans that we talked about. You understand? If you don't execute them, I gonna talk with Roddy. Roddy, Pollard ain't doing this. Pollard, I can't talk with you. I will talk with you in the next. Don't come.
that
You
what
see
not
anybody?
fair.
Who else? You see anybody talk to
Mm-hmm.
Justin Langer in
I
Australia
I
team?
I
Well, they
think
have a discussion. If you watch the Ashes, the documentary on Amazon, they talked with Tim, the
I
captain,
talk
the
about
coach,
during the
and
game.
That
I talk
yeah,
about
T20,
during the
T20
game.
test cricket different.
I talk about
well,
T20
true.
cricket. You see Justin Langer
Mm.
sitting back in that go. I mean, man, do get here. I say, man, do so celebrate. Man, be like, yeah, this like because the man in his zone. I focusing on execute my plans. If you don't execute my plans, then we can talk after. But don't you are not executing my plans. I can't say no smiley with me next to me. That what we see with Pollard and Phil. Cause all they call be talking about is Phil boy, the money going on, boy. Be good to
What
go.
all them make care about win,
I
lose, or
can
draw.
see you next
On the
tour.
day.
yeah, I
We'll
agree. I
watch you
agree.
man this month. You understand? That's how it feel, boy. That's how it
Yeah.
feel.
Uh, I want to open up. We want to move on for the rest of this here now. I want
Go
to
on from
get
there.
into the World Cup. In general.
Otis
Just
with Bangladesh.
general thoughts on the World Cup so far. We know we have uh England playing some pretty good cricket. Josh Butler seems to be in the form of his life. He's really performing at a high level. Pakistan, we know, are also um playing some very good cricket, very good consistent cricket, I should say. The Indians, they were 0-2. They won pretty convincingly today. So just a sorry, sorry, they ready for the role. Just like I said, general thoughts on how the World Cup is going so far, and how the guys see things shaping up in the end. Really, I can start off here with you.
For me, Pakistan is the team to beat.
Pakistan.
Based on how they're going right now. We talked
Mm-hmm.
just now about we talked just now about their coaching staff and stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
But what we're remembering is that most of Pakistan who engage this play at that part of the world. So then a custom of them acclimatize to that, them venues and stuff. We know Pakistan is the West Indies. They can come down and get below 55 in their next game too. But
Facts.
going on their current form, they're the team to beat. They drew a bad game. I
Mm-hmm.
don't want England to win nothing because to me, England should be a world. England should name a world 11. They got somebody from every part of the continent. They got a Belgian, they got South Africans, Zimbabweans, New Zealanders. 15 men in that squad. At least 12 got to be foreigners, not English by birth.
Uh,
So I don't England to win nothing.
uh, uh,
Um, but all in all, it's, a, it's more bonus. We only got 200 plus score today for the first time, so it's more a lower scoring tournament than I expected.
mm-hmm.
But you gotta watch Pakistan.
Yeah, you go watch
You gotta
Pakistan.
watch Pakistan.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Ayana, again, move on here to you. What you think about your World Cup in general so far? How you see things progressing?
To be honest, the most impressive thing for me has been the associate teams.
Yeah,
They
they're
might
actually
not,
present that fight. Yeah.
yeah, they might not have gotten the wins there, but I think that the associate teams really show that ICC probably need to make the cricket a little more inclusive, especially the white ball format. New Zealand get pretty close. Well, Scotland get pretty close to New Zealand today. Possibly, if they have fielded better, they would have had a lower target to chase. So outside of that, though, I think Pakistan, New Zealand, England, Australia. That's how I think the semifinals might shape up. and possibly an England Pakistan final. At this rate, that's how we think it is going to go. India might be hoping for some heroics, just like West Indies, but I think it might be a little too late.
They ain't about. They gonna get right across the border. They need to play for them. Only for West Indies. In India, West Indies, all is Indians, just man. All is Indians. West Indians, Indians. Same results. Same results.
Same results got more.
Same results, man. Same
So
results, yes.
how you see things shaping up otherwise?
I like the World Cup.
How you thought about your tournament so far?
I think I agree with Ayana. The associate teams they're playing fairly competitive. I think Afghanistan will beat West Indies in a 4-game series.
Think?
And that's the truth. That's just from watching the cricket. You understand? That's just from watching the cricket. But the pitches, I think the pitches, it becomes a tournament with batsmen. You got to assess and play the game, and that is what they told me, Rob, with Landon Simmons and the dot balls. He just put your hand. Josh Butler yesterday was struggling just up to 10 overs in the game. He was not finding the rhythm, but he stick with it. He stick with it. You see, last 10 overs, just man beat him to a pull. You understand? If Landon Simmons had the same mindset, these are things that would benefit the West Indies. You understand? But it's just short. So the tournament, for me, the tournament is very exciting. I know it's not what the pitches are not what we accustomed to when you hear T20 cricket. You're accustomed to small boundaries, 6-4s, but this World Cup is more of a batsmanship. You got bat in partnerships. You got to study the game in partnerships. You got to run between the wickets. You understand? You got to execute your plans. So to me, I like the World Cup. I see Pakistan. I think New Zealand is the next team to get out that group. I honestly think that India dropped the ball by losing 2. That's the honest to God truth. I think it can be a big answer for them. They get 200 scores a day with run rate. That may help them, but Afghanistan still ain't get ball out, and about the full 20 overs. You understand? So the run rate difference there might not be too big of a leap. Then so I think New Zealand can put India at the line with that group. I think it'd be Pakistan, New Zealand. That's my gut feeling. And then the other group, that group will be a lot closer than we expect. I don't got West Indies running. England for sure qualify, and the next spot going to be between South Africa and Australia. South Africa and Australia. I think that group, that's who the toss up going to be between. Because they may run better than West Indies run red by far. So that's the toss up there. So the World Cup going all right, man. Going all right.
Mr. Nero, I can leave Mr. Evelyn for last. Nero, because I know Evelyn can have a lot to say about whatever you have to say now and more. So I can leave Mr. Evelyn for last.
Contrary to believe, I actually enjoying the World Cup. The World Cup actually reminded me of last year NBA Finals, where you're accustomed to seeing the LeBron and Warriors, and now you're just seeing Sam. They're not out. I actually enjoying that.
In an out
and out winner. My only thing about it is that it becoming too toss reliant. So I had admired Afghanistan because up until today, they were the only team winning the toss and going on back. That I admire that. They were the only team winning the toss and set a score and striking with my borders. Whereas everybody was putting you in and basically was just losing the game because you didn't know what to set. And it's a different mindset of when you're going to just chase 120 or 130 rather than going out there and trying to set a total of 170. A couple of weeks ago, I would have expressed how we feel about Josh Butler. Dangerous man. And Josh Butler doing dangerous things. I ain't getting carried away with England yet because they play a lot of that cricket, sending the opposition first. And Josh Butler basically did bail them out yesterday. Same with New Zealand. Got to play a fantastic 90-something today to get over Scotland. I yes, it can be looking hard for India, but I believe Afghanistan can beat them. I believe Afghanistan can beat New Zealand. I normally don't come out and say those things, but I believe Afghanistan will beat New Zealand. They were playing two, but they were playing a batsman short all the time, and if there's one team that can somehow do it to them, is that Afghanistan team.
I don't think toss.
But Afghanistan cussed about it first, so it ain't matter for Afghanistan really. Australia got a lot of big discussion back in Australia with host Steve Smith and met the team. With Mitchell Marsh just doing exceptionally well in the last couple of series, and host Steve Smith just up on any team. They always talk about Test cricket, but with the white ball, he's a below average player, a franchise sub. But we'll get to that different there. But the tournament, if somehow Afghanistan, right? If somehow New Zealand beat Afghanistan, New Zealand will win this tournament. Because you see England and Pakistan, they're bagging come at the worst time. That's happened to India all the time. This semi-final. I've seen it all the time. The openers have a great tournament. You're going through. And as the middle orders required in that semi-final, it's 30 for 3 and you beat. But other than that, Mr. Hassani Evening, Mitch Warner's got dropped with 3 times in innings. Speak. After Josh Butler hammer Mr. Starch and Hazelwood and Cummins and Zappa have a course.
The unmitigated gall of you come here with your hypocritical statements after your side get whitewash. Come on, lick up at the batting gate. I do waiting for this night, fellas. And I tell when I saw. And as people said, man, I you, India's the tournament favorites. I said India, they shot winner. Pakistan got more bulletin board material. England refused to come. England turned down Pakistan. Australia, man, got on a bulletin board. Oh, my favorite time, man, look. We used to play cricket with blood and we eyes. You see teams in the rough up teams with collision course. But India and West Indies, to me, right? West Indies was disappointing. We know it was disappointing from the start. But I think India has been the most disappointing team of the tournament out of the big boys. Mm-hmm. Because of the so-called star power. The names, the superstars, the Jadeja, one of the best fielders in the world. The Sarira, the Hitman, the KL Raul, the Pant, according to the Pant, the Young Gunner, the Ashwin, the Bumrah.
Big names there for sure, yeah.
It's a big name, Jess. Oh man, sit up on the pit. Jess, if anybody I tell you, I can bet you $1,000 that India don't lose the first 2 games in World Cup to New Zealand. You don't gonna take our back? Yes, you don't gonna take our back based on your squad? You gonna say nah, India gonna win now.
At least one of them. But the thing,
one of them. But all 2, just and the man barely losing. You know. Man get beat by, you know. Yeah. You know. Yeah. As far as said, the man get beat by first game, chop and change. Insanity. Same thing, different results.
You may end with tournament, not India. You may end with tournament.
You can hold on. I come here, you especially, because you come in here, man, fellas, you know, but you little humble self. All of Virat farewell captaincy tours going on in the toilet, you know. He's struggling. He 0-2. Remember RCB, you know? At the end of the season, I just want the boys to go with a bang. Well, he did win out with a bang, yeah. You flagging me a little shorter than mine, you know. We coming back, but you just poor Dravid walk straight into the fire, man. You gotta rebuild a side, star studded. But the good news is probably Rohit could turn it around as captain for the next World Cup. You never know. But as I answered, the associates. Well, clearly we can go be playing with them next year, right? Me and God playing. So I know nobody want what they want address this year, right? But
Oh Lord.
this can be we next. We gonna be trying to get in next year.
Yo.
Unless we got 13 and old. I know we ain't studied that, right? Nobody. But
Yeah.
we stand like bow here.
Yeah.
And these teams gonna only get better.
Yes.
You got
They're only get better.
Yeah, I agree.
So you say we can go play against maybe at them sort of teams, Sonny.
To get
I mean,
in.
if you feel we can go play, we can play. What February is in T20 rankings?
You gonna be playing for 10 rankings right now?
Scotland and Ireland and those boys.
These two
So we
series
can
against
get
Pakistan. Show a lot they play Pakistan, and then England. Oh Jesus Lord!
That's a treat.
I think next year got 16 teams, so I ain't sure if they still got the. They might get lucky.
Well, we would just be number
They
17.
might get lucky. They might get lucky.
We just. I know Ayana here trying to instill some confidence. We can just be. If them decide to carry the nucleus of this side today, we can just be number 17. We can be number 17. But the tournament to me, the tournament showcased batsmanship and cricket. It wasn't. We didn't get. All right. So far for the tournament, 276 sixes were hit already. In 2016, 314 was hit for the entire tournament, so that looks possible to be a risk. And in 2012, 223 sixes were hit for the whole tournament. So to me, the bond is bigger, yes, but based on the current trajectory, more sixes are going to be hit at this World Cup than the previous two World Cups. Which shows again. Oh, obvious, of course. Batsmanship. You know, the fellas get in by the time, you know, knock the ball through the middle over, get some runs early in power play, consolidate through the middle, and then in the back end, a lot of guys running thing. They're playing smart cricket. But I enjoy the tournament though. I like these sort of scores just. I don't like the 2-0. Nah, the tricky run test to show me how good your side is to navigate this sort of run chase.
And how you see things shaping out?
But just will already shape up. We then go shape up no further.
No, how you see coming out of the groups and semi-finals and stuff like that?
Well, my prediction ain't changed. The same two.
Same.
What the England, Australia, the Pakistan, New Zealand. With the shit, the ball no swinging, neck off, but the favorites. So, but you know, Pakistan and England heading for a collision course. And whenever it happens, Pakistan can put the pause for England and say, you know, when they want to come to Pakistan, we come to Abu Dhabi, we can put the mixed fun winner. We can go back home and wait for that. We can go back home and wait for West Indies, you know.
I know usually, you know, you would say that, you know, a team that's playing consistent cricket, you usually think that they're due a bad game, but for some,
I can't see Pakistan having a bad game.
I think England due, but for some reason they just said that.
I can't see Pakistan.
No. They just feel that I don't see them having a bad game.
And you know, just the scary part. Babar ain't had none of Babar ain't had one of them. And Rizwan ain't had one of them explosive starts. You know, like that man. You hold on.
You talking about? You been talking partnership? Babar kill people, but
we know Babar kill people. We know. But I mean, in terms of they didn't. If you look at the power play scores, right? Yes, they like Rizwan sometimes just got these starts. The man shoot off. He kind of the other night he backed through the innings and these men do a jump start like a jump start like 36 off of 2. The first 2 over these men do a jump start and when they come, Lord have his mercy fee for whoever side it is here.
What you find with Pakistan is that Rizwan Babar, and Hafiz scoring the runs. Fakar and them boys down there, them may feature yet, you know.
And that's scary part.
And I think when them needed in the big game,
that man come true.
I know if they can come true.
I've seen it many times with India, bro.
The
you talk hard about good rope and then that quarter, that's every fun of me about New Zealand, what they normal team. 30 for 3. Middle
That's
order
still
8.
in the early man. Got my man see me cricket ball big, yeah.
In my,
In my see me cricket
my,
ball, but
my
you
econ
see
about
me,
6, yeah.
yeah.
My
You see
econ
me
about
a little
6.
bit time down.
But just when
And
these men,
Ralph having a
you
good
really
tournament too.
you could
Yeah.
see anybody out him. Like, you could see Babar and Rizwan like going. This man just this man batting
Yeah,
with
maybe I ain't
bats.
good.
They
Give me
set
a name, Babar.
with bats as wide as the ocean.
Yeah.
To me, I
Final net Sunday
can't.
too. Final net
I
Sunday, so
I yeah.
forget
Oh yeah,
forget
boy.
so down, brother.
I can't see. I can't see
Final
it,
net Sunday,
Jess.
Jay. Last
I
group game
can't
Monday.
see. I can't see the ball. I can't see the ball in the other group. I can't see no ball in time. Other group troubling. They're the best ball in attack and the group they're in. To me, I don't. I don't know about it. I ain't see it. I see it.
Well,
I see it. It's
What England over there
Pakistan for
good,
me.
brother? What
we
England
get
over there good?
Correct.
we can see.
Yeah, England.
England
You know
are
what they
so
win in you know what they win in that without or Joe and
Thanks.
and
very
Ben Stokes and Mills no pull out there with an injury.
Yeah,
Yo,
I studied that. I studied that. And then when I
Lord.
you're playing pretty good cricket, then I was just like, yo, thanks Stokes in there, no Archer in there, boy. You understand?
But you know what would happen if Ben Stokes was there? They would have won rely upon Stokes and Joe for. If you check it,
You gotta
It's
get past Butler first. But remember AB the Villiers ball? Something wrong with him. Spin pace, something wrong with Butler ball. Cool, calm, collected.
You must charge it too, no?
Yeah, something wrong with that
Man
man,
charge
boy.
the
That man
pace.
remind me. He get it at level
Man,
no, like, this man's just a dangerous man in white ball, boy. The AB level,
Yeah, man,
man,
beat us up,
dangerous.
But you
I'm
know
going
that
to
was that was strategically done. That England persisted with Butler playing Test cricket. I know you could see certain facets of the
Yeah.
game coming into the T20, and that's the area maybe we could talk about that all over again. West Indies ain't got no law players playing.
They're doing
All
that.
three.
I
you see,
ain't
One,
I thought
one player. Well, 2-0 with Roston.
we
That's
beating
a
that
joke.
horse.
That's a joke.
I
Then you got
think
Jadeja, Ashray, all them in
He's
play.
gonna get me money, man. So you
This
more people
Ayana
Zero.
because
get, more
you
people
remember
win.
when Puranda scoring all them the runs in the ODI format. We were saying put your money to say no to settle it a little bit to get your custom. Even Evan Lewis, if he was fit and he didn't have something wrong with his leg, the elbow, the eye, the ear, or something,
I surprised he last alone.
right? If you play this man in the test format, he game would have been a lot better.
Yeah.
They would have learned to bat a little longer.
Well,
But it
we'll
is
see
what it
how
is,
things go.
fellas.
We have Sri Lanka tomorrow. Hopefully, the guys will come with a win. We'll see how that goes.
That game at what time? In your road time?
Yeah,
Yeah.
9 o'clock. Australia and Bangladesh.
Australia by now 6.
Yeah, we'll see how that goes. So
If you sleeping at 10 o'clock, call you probably can sleep for about 12 hours. Don't break out your little sleep to watch, man. Just when you get, just pick your phone and don't do that to
I just got
yourself.
TV on, man. It's on TV. The TV's below. You just get and see what's going on.
But I think if Australia win tomorrow, though, West Indies ain't got a chance of winning, though.
But you, Australia win. No,
Australia will win too.
Once Australia win,
Australia beat West Indies still.
I think Australia only win one, right? 2-0.
2. Tomorrow their 4th game.
Oh yeah, they want to. Yeah.
If
but
Australia
once
got a 3 wins
Australia
tomorrow.
If Australia
West
win
Indies-
tomorrow,
Australia got a 3 wins. West Indies win tomorrow. That is 2. And the West Indies beat Australia. West Indies got a 3. Then it will come on the right red.
you say if you go
Yes.
Australia
Right,
beat
but
and
it's just saying-
Shakib already out for the tournament. So that's their man. Man, I don't know. When the talk, listen me.
Bangladesh don't near kill Australia there, brother.
I know.
Yeah, boy. Yeah, it's
And you feel happy because you put some legs in Afghanistan.
Well, we'll see what things she have going forward. Ayana, it's always a pleasure to have you on the show. We just want to thank you for joining us again. We really value and appreciate your thoughts. As you know, have a very high cricket IQ. That's the truth.
Just
So once again, it's always a pleasure to have you on the show.
yeah, no problem. Just pray for me and this master's degree. You know,
Yeah,
yeah,
we
just
we
pray.
hope yeah, we definitely hope you get through there. Make sure you want the best of that. And we just want to thank all the viewers for continuing to tune in each and every week. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe whenever you do get to watch this video. And have a good night, everyone.